Guys, it's Critter Girl here, and happy 4th of July! I just wanted to tell you guys a quick little story about how kind of crazy but very rewarding my 4th of July has been so far. This morning, my mom and I rode over to our local Walmart to grab a few last minute things. And we also plan to pick out a few more plants for the front porch because a lot of ours didn't survive the winter. And we've got some friends coming over, and we were like, "Well, we want the porch to look good." Long story short, we never actually got any plants, but Walmart had a very poor selection. But anyway, we come out. We've got like a few just last minute groceries, and we look behind the car, and there's a big trail of maple syrup or honey one. I think it was maple syrup, but it was something thick and sticky, and it smelled good. I mean, it wasn't oil, because I know it was like syrup or honey. But anyway, and as we get to looking, there are two little birds stuck in it, in the parking lot. Like, they were alive, but they were like little brown wrens or sparrows, about that big. Like, they were small little birds, really, really stuck in that maple syrup. Like, it was all matted in their feathers, and their little feet were stuck, and their little beaks were sticky. It was so sad. So I go around, and my mom's like, "What do we do with them?" And I said, "Let's take them home and use some Dawn," because you've seen the commercials where they're washing the little baby ducks with the Dawn. And I was like, "Let's do that." Like, so we got them both, and there was one that was little. You know how little birds have like the little orange triangles around their beak? You can tell they're a baby that way. One of them was a baby. It could fly, but it was still young. One was an adult, and the adult one bit me so bad. She, like, you can't really see it on camera, but my thumb, see that little red spot? That's because the bird bit me. But she bit me good a few times. But when I first picked her up, she did. And then when I was giving her a bath in my bathroom, she bit me like a bunch of times. And it hurts. For a really little bird, it hurts. But their beaks are very hard. And I guess that's how they crack seeds and nuts and everything. But anyway, so I got bitten, but that's all part of it when you're a critter girl. um, but anyway, so we brought them home, and we were going to go to Lowe's and look for some more plants, but we were like, well, we can't really do anything with them now, so let's just go straight home. So we went through the drive-thru and got us some breakfast, and which didn't take long, so it was okay. And we had the little birdies, and we drove them home, and we got home, and we gave them a bath, and put them in. Ladybug used to sleep in this big tent looking thing. It had mesh around it, and it zips up at the top. You guys might have seen it in a video a while ago, but she used to sleep in it when she was really little. And so we put them in there after their bath and put a towel down for them. And I'm going to tell y'all, for a while there, I didn't think they were going to make it, because the young one would kind of flop over and like kick her little feet, like she couldn't get up, and then they were just kind of sitting there shivering, and it was so sad. But I was going to dry them off, but they were flopping too much, and I was afraid they were going to hurt themselves, so I just put them straight in there. But anyway, as they began to dry, I started seeing them kind of getting up and kind of, hopping around, walking around in there, and preening some, and I was like, okay, that's a good sign. So my mom called some guy that works with like an avian thing in our area and asked him what he suggested that we do, and he said that we should just let them rest. They're probably in shock, and to go grab some mealworms, like, you can get them at like live bait stores, and cut them up and feed them to them because they were probably hungry. So by the time we got back from the store, which was like, probably took us about 45 minutes to get there and buy stuff and then come back. And I also got myself a Dr. Pepper. By the time we got back, they were flying all over their little cage, and their feet were obviously fine because they would there's like mesh around the cage netting, and they would like grab onto it and hold on, then fly over here and grab onto it and hold on, and their little feet were working fine. Their wings were working fine, their little beaks. And I was like, oh, this is awesome, because they're ready to go now. Like, they're totally fine. They're looking great. So let's go ahead and just let them go. So we take them out on the back porch, and we unzipped the top, and we just moved it, and they flew right out. I don't know if I said this already, but we named them Pancake and Waffle. Yeah, I think I said that already. But anyway, and they just flew. They just went off on their own. And I know what you're thinking, you shouldn't release them in a place where they're not familiar, but, you know, this is our yard. Our backyard is probably a safer place than the Walmart parking lot anyway. We have tons of woods, tons of land. We always have bird feeders filled up in our backyard, and there's tons of birds of their own kind, and just, it's a great place for birds. So we just let them go, and they went on their way. So I did a good deed today, and it felt so good to be able to probably save the lives of two of God's little creatures. As small and tiny as little birdies are, they still deserve a chance, and I am just so thankful that I was able to give them that chance. Pardon me. But it was just a real blessing to me to be able to kind of give back to nature and help those little birds be able to go on about their lives and be able to grow up to be healthy, happy birds and live their best life. So, happy 4th of July, everybody. And while we're on this topic, in the comments, if you have ever helped a little critter in a situation like that, let me know down below. I'd love to hear your stories. And it gives me hope for humanity when I see that I'm not the only one that likes to try and help wildlife whenever I can. Just because they're not our pets doesn't mean we can't show them some kindness when they need it the most. So yeah, there's my little story. I will see you guys later. Have an awesome 4th of July. Might be posting some fireworks videos later, I don't know, but we definitely do have some to set off, and I'm so excited. So I hope you guys celebrate, eat lots of hot dogs. Bye-bye.